Ah, what a beautiful day to be alive. I got everything I need. Got myself, my pet Giuseppe. I don't think anything can ruin this absolutely beautiful day. Don't you agree? What was that, my good friend Buddy Opal? A story? What do you mean a story? I think what you mean is some good old Dark Souls 2 gameplay. What do you mean, no? You motherfucker! I know this is a video about gameplay, but story is something I'm gonna have to talk about, so brace yourselves and let's get into it. To me, what makes a game different from a book or a movie is just the physical relationship it can build with you. Because you are there, you are doing stuff. And that's just a level of interactivity you can't get anywhere else. I want to give an example of two extremes. First off, I want to talk about Dark Souls. Ever since Elden Ring, this game doesn't need an introduction anymore, so I'm just gonna talk about it straight. Contrary to popular belief, the Soul series does actually have story. Variviria told me that himself. Look at this series, it will make you cry, trust. But none of us would ever know that, cause all we are concerned with is killing this motherfucking skeleton wheel ass dude. Like, stop spinning, I don't wanna deal with this, stop! The point I'm trying to make is that the gameplay just physically distracts us so much from the story that is there, that we just forget all about it. I don't even want to imagine how Miyazaki felt at his desk writing a story for 3 years just for the people not to know it after playing his entire game. I personally would be fuming. I'll just beat everybody up that doesn't know. You know what? You, come over. Come on, yeah, you, go. Now let's move on to my second game of choice, Red Dead Redemption. This game is basically the best movie you'll ever play. But the gameplay I would describe as your grandma with arthritis. Slow and clunky. Like, the funnest thing I ever did in this game was having a bar fight, and it kinda went like this.
Challenge! I don't believe it!
But what I've always thought about this game, that the gameplay is so insignificant that maybe it shouldn't have been a game. It could have been enjoyed for a different medium. I think Red Dead Redemption maybe could have been better as just a series on Netflix or something. Like 70% of the game is riding around your horse and the rest of the 40% is just you being stuck in shootout. But that wraps up this segment, so let's get to the actual part of the video. Remember when you were an embryo playing Pong on the Power Glove? Well, not much really changed. But now they're trying to add way more meaning to you hitting the ball. Billy, you must beat him in this game of Pong, Billy. He killed your entire family. Billy! Billy! You must take your vengeance. The gameplay did evolve over time though. We went from hitting balls and Italian plumbers to hitting balls and Italian plumbers. Maybe nothing has changed after all. But for real, the gaming industry has come a long way from its humble beginnings, depending on who you ask. The reason I wanted to make this video was because of games like Horizon Forbidden West. What do I mean by this statement? I mean a game that just has such an incredible combat system, but everything around it just feels like complete filler. It hurts me on a spiritual level to have this such a fun combat system with weak spots, hitting things, animals being staggered, robotic animals, like holy shit, it's robotic animals. Just for the story and open world to suck so much ass. Even though I consider them bad, I still played and platted the first one, and I played the second one fully. Just because it's engaging. It's engaging to kill things like this. The gameplay was just enough to just keep me in the game. And that's all I needed, to be honest. I want to move on to my next segment, which I'm gonna call... Drumroll please. Stop adding stuff to your game that doesn't have to be there. Thank you. Well, today, I am your host, Schizo, and welcome to our talk show with too long of a name to name again. Our next contestant comes straight from Gibraltar. Winston Overwatt. Hello, Winston. We are so happy to have you here today. So, how our show works is we ask you 2 questions and determine if you're gonna be a millionaire or not. So, question 1. Did Elden Ring need a crafting system? You are correct. It did not fucking need a crafting system, but who cares? We're just gonna add one because other games have one. On to our second question. Question numero 2. Did Mass Effect Andromeda need an open world? You are correct again. The game did not need to be made in the first place. You are a millionaire. Moral of the story, bigger doesn't equal better. All I wanted to say with this video is that we as consumers shouldn't just be happy if we get one or the other. Expect excellence for your money, not just a half-baked AAA game that gives you a mediocre narrative but leaves you watching a movie over actually playing the game. Well, we're coming to a close of this video right now. I think we all may have learned something. Isn't that right, Giuseppe? That's good. There's only one thing left to say. Hopefully you join us another time. Until then, bye.